Shan, let me ask you about something a little bit tangential, but also related to this. And this is that over the weekend, we learned something new about what Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh had said as it relates to the 1974 Supreme Court case of the U.S. versus Nixon, which of course ruled that the White House had to turn over the Nixon tapes, had to turn over this documentation from the White House in the midst of Watergate. Here is what Kavanaugh has said regarding that, quote, "Maybe Nixon was wrongly decided. Heresy though it is to say, Nixon took away the power of the president to control information in the executive branch by holding that the courts had power and jurisdiction to order the president to disclose information in response to a subpoena sought by a subordinate executive branch official." He's saying maybe it was wrongly decided, and that's germane to the conversation that we're having right now.
Yeah, I think that the Trump vetters were probably very happy when they found that, and that's probably a big part of why he's an attractive candidate. That's a rather unusual position to hold on that opinion, which is widely touted as a good example of the independent federal judiciary. I think Kavanaugh probably contradicted himself on that. I think previously he had thought that was a very important decision to uphold that independence. It certainly is a disturbing message for him to be saying that, because obviously he could rule in favor of President Trump exerting some type of executive privilege against subpoenas.
But the point is there, he's saying the authority of the executive branch should have superseded this, right?
Very, very much so. I mean, he obviously is a very strong supporter of almost an unfettered power of the executive branch, and I think that certainly should raise some questions during his hearings.
I think people will ask him questions about that during the confirmation process. No question about that. Thank you both, Shan Wu, James Galliano. Nice to have you both.
Good to see you, Poppy.